actually scheduled to be on this expedition, but Derek helped make that possible. And I love how everybody really just makes me feel at home here, and everybody's like complimenting me about. I feel like I've received so many really heartfelt compliments about my knowledge and my usefulness to this team, and just all the warm fuzzies, and having you here, Belle, and sharing your experience living here has been fantastic. This is a place I never thought I would visit, so it's been really great. Two truths and a lie. I have 2 cats that I like to spy on while I'm on the ship. Oh man, this is really hard. I can tell you all the truths about me, but trying to make up something that sounds reasonable is challenging. Let's see. I'm an excellent electronics engineer, and I can code websites.
Cool.
I see right through you, Megan.
Okay, I'm Rye. I'm currently in the Herc seat. This has been the best expedition I've been on so far. I feel like this watch has just been so positive and so much knowledge sharing. And Belle, I love how you engage with the commenters, and you are really good at like picking the right time when we need questions to entertain us. And Lord, 2 truths and a lie. My favorite food is mashed potatoes. I hate Christmas with a burning passion. And the real Rye is actually back at port, and I'm an imposter.
And what you didn't see is like the incredible deadpan with which she delivered that, and I have no idea.
I appreciate
I don't know what to do with that.
I heard a pretty
So good.
significant amount of passion about the Christmas statement, though. Like, that was good with meaning.
I'm Gabby. I'm in the Atalanta seat, and I too feel incredibly thankful for this watch and sharing it with all of you. Especially Belle, who's welcomed us to her sort of front door, basically, and
Yeah.
that's been really cool to share with you, Belle. Really appreciate you. I was an engineering major. I always wanted to be a triceratops when I grew up. And I am a doctor.
Do triceratops exist, or have they been
Somebody didn't write it. If Megan had said it, somebody would have written in by now saying they've been renamed.
They have been renamed, I think
okay.
so. But it is a thing. You know,
Very
they were a thing when I,
They were
was
in
a
the
kid.
first. They were in the first volume of Jurassic Park, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Wait,
they were in
Exactly.
Land Before Time.
Yeah, Land
Oh, okay.
Sarah, the Triceratops.
When did Triceratops get renamed?
ABL reset?
Um,
Yeah, sure.
sometime in the last 2 generations of children.
What?
Did
Yeah,
they really?
No, dinosaurs are not what
Oh.
they
I
were
thought
when
I
we
was
were
joking.
kids. It's a whole different thing now.
They've all got feathers now.
So
They've
confusing.
all
Is that-
they all have
Well, didn't they run into this
Samantha's
issue where
your
they kept
turn.
finding skulls of different sizes and then thinking they're new species, but then it ended up being the same species at different times in their development?
Okay.
Samantha still has to introduce herself.
I know.
Oh yeah,
Let's
hi
go.
everyone, I'm Samantha. I wanted to also say thank you to everyone on this watch. This has been such an amazing experience. This is my first time on the Nautilus, and it's literally like dream come true because I used to watch the Nautilus streams when I was in middle school and high school. So it's fun to actually operate the equipment that inspired me to get into marine science and all this technology and everything that helps communicate science and make it more approachable for people of all walks of life. So it's been such an awesome time. And again, thank you, Belle, for everything that you've done for us over this expedition. It's been wonderful getting to chat with you and chat with everyone else on the team. And I'm so excited to go talk to some students and explore, your home on Wednesday. So I'm really happy we get to do some stuff once we arrive into port. And yeah, okay, 2 truths and a lie. First, I've polar plunged in the Bering Sea 5 times. Second, I have eaten live crickets before. And third, I've been bitten by at least 20 sea lions.
The numbers are a tricky thing to do between truths and a lie.
Yeah.
I think I see what you're doing there.
Am I being specific from experience or am I being specific to bluff? We never know.
I also have my 2 truths and a lie.
Yes.
So, number 1, I trained all the squirrels in my backyard. And number 2, they then started bringing me treats and nice things. Number 3, they then started an army against me.
Those all sound very believable.
I don't think there's any lies in that.
All true.
Did you see the video where the guy made like this whole like
Oh yeah, the squirrel
Olympics?
obstacle courses in his backyard. Yeah,
He
those
did
are
an
really
octopus version as well.
He
And
did?
then he released the octopus at the end. It was very lovely.
Oh. I have a neighbor that we've got a lot of crows,
Good.
and he comes by every single day and feeds them cheese sticks.
Oh.
The crows
It's
are all
just such a funny-
super chubby now.
Yeah, and he's got the biggest
do
grin
you
on
want him
his
to keep
face.
moving?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That would
Okay.
be great.
And Belle, did you want to join
hey,
in with
Nav.
2 truths and a lie? Are you going to sit
Seemed
this
like
one
a
out?
30
Really
meter
stretched.
move.
No,
085.
sure, I
Oh,
can-
you're fine. I had her stop moving because we're sort of cruising. Because I just.
My favorite color is blue, and I'm single, ready to mingle.
Love that. Yeah, this going up hills at 2,300 meters requires me to.
So now we've
No.
completed the cycle
Push it
of
a little.
2 truths and a lie.
Yeah.
I kind of have to come clean that anybody who's actually been following this watch, it's been really obvious that Megan's actually been the watch leader the whole time. So, so given that the other 2 were true, all I can do is apologize again for that mess I got Atlanta and Herc into. I just finished lunch early and got up here, so I just figured I'd just have a mess around before.
Do a couple donuts.
I figured
once we
I was like, how hard it could it be? I said as I wrestled the controls out of Bob's hand. Yeah.
Last night, Adam tried to trick me into being watch lead.
I feel like I've already got one of those.
He's like, oh, I guess you can take my watch, right? I'm like, no, I'm going to bed.
It's like, yep. I'm already doing Chris's watch twice a day.
That's very funny.
I think you were sleeping, Chris, and you're dreaming about knitting with the tether, so.
Knitting with the tether, is that what we were
In
doing?
my dreams, I could do barrel rolls.
Yeah.
The daisy chain always makes me think of like cat's cradle, like when you're
Yes.
doing-
It is
Yeah.
very close to a knitting stitch. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, so it was,
That's
and
just
it
a
was on
slip
Adam's
stitch,
watch.
so-
Oh, that was it. Adam was trying to teach Bob how to knit.
Wow,
It
really?
was like knit 1, purl 1, daisy chain 1.
Daisy chain one.
Okay, we're on blue now. Very slowly.
I think it's more like crochet though, the daisy chain.
You think so?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
you're just using your hands as the hooks.
Does crochet only have 1 hook though? Or
Yeah.
is it 2 hooks?
Yeah.
It's just one hook.
Okay.
I mean, unless you're trying to do something crazy.
Oh, okay.
But, you could have hooks of different sizes. for
Yeah, I
different
mean, it is
things.
Mike and TJ. They could have been doing something crazy.
It does sound like something they might do.
I'm just picturing Mike like knitting a snood onto the tether.
We got some guesses for the truth and lie.
Uh-huh.
One person is saying I'm going to go with the crickets because that had the least detox. The other one is, I think the lie is that you trained all the squirrels. I bet more kept coming, so it was never all of them.
So, truth, please.
That was well, I tried to train the squirrels. They did keep coming, so maybe that was an accidental lie. And then unfortunately, they never brought me treats. They just formed an army against me. And it was actually quite scary. I couldn't go outside the house for a while.
Oh, wow.
I went out the back of the house. I had to go out the front.
What would they do to you, Mary? Would they just like stare you down, or
Just
like?
marching
Oh.
up and down.
So it would be like when I walked, we had these like windows, like full-length windows with a door, like French doors. And every time I walked past them on the inside, they would like throw themselves at the glass.
Oh.
And then they would, the door, they could see from the outside that like the handle moved downwards. And so they'd like jump at the handle and try to pull it down to open it. And then I had like, we was in the kitchen and we had like a extractor fan. And so when the extractor fan turned on, the vents would like flare outwards and it'd be like an opening. And every time you turn the extractor fan on, they'd try to get in through the hole.
Wow.
And they'd be like gouging at the edge of the window, trying to break into the house and like climbing up the walls. I didn't know they could climb up walls.
Oh, wow.
And
What age were you?
oh, this was in COVID. Like
Oh.
everyone else got pets, and I was like, I like the idea of having a pet, but I don't want a pet, so I'll train the squirrels, and it so backfired. So backfired. They never were nice to me. They never brought me
Wow.
treats. They
Trying to
wanted
invade.
yeah. They took it too far.
See, Alfred Hitchcock would never have got as far as he did if he just tried to make a movie called The Squirrels.
I love that that's what you were doing during COVID. Like, not baking bread or any of these other.
No,
No.
I was.
Running from squirrels.
Right, I learned how to crochet, so.
So, what's the truth about the crickets?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what we
okay,
do for the
yeah.
next.
So I said I ate 5 live crickets. I ate 5 dead crickets. So that's a
Ah.
lie. So the person's correct. Never again.
I can come back down a bit if you want.
How have you been bitten by so many sea lions?
Field work. Field work in Alaska. In the Aleutian Islands working with sea lion pups.
That's, yeah.
Wait, was it the sea lions?
No, the
The
sea
sea
lions
lions
are real.
was true. That was 29
Did you,
sea
like,
lion bites is real.
Lose track of how many times you got bit.
Yeah, I got at least bit 20 times by 20 individuals.
We should make sure your sea lions never meet my squirrels.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh,
I think
wow,
they
yeah. If they gang up together, nowhere would be safe, right?
they'll
We'd
take
all have
over
to
the
learn
world.
how to fly.
I'm gonna do gauges, so just in case I get in the weeds here.
Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye on. Are you happy with Delta right now? For your tether? Alright.
Image nav. Be like
It was
a
like
30-meter
the
move,
Molly coat last
085.
night. How much Molly coat would you like on the table? We had a very silly night last night.
We were full, at least I was a full zombie last night. That was really tough.
Yeah, that was a tough shift.
Wait, we had shift last night?
Oh, they.
We did.
Yeah, we
Were
were
you
fixing
fixing
things.
the vehicle, getting ready
Okay.
for today's dive?
Yeah, and we were tired. We were as tired
Yeah.
as everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And so things got a little silly, like they do.
Hmm.
Put the thrusters on upside down just to fix.
Yeah, we did
the
play
first
musical
watch.
actually, the watch after us played musical thrusters. Put a thruster
That
on, take a
sucks they
thruster
had
off.
to put the other one on.
Oh my
But-
gosh.
Is it more like the hokey pokey?
Yeah,
Yeah.
turn
Your
yourself
right
around.
arm in, take your right thruster out.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Did the rain start on your watch, or was that the one after?
I think that started after they did musical thrusters.
Alright, looks like we are moving a little bit, so I'm.
The first
just
rain
gonna
squall
get-
was so loud, I was doing a Zoom call at 6 o'clock this morning. And I had my headphones on and I was in the forward lounge with the
Figured that, I
hatches
think.
battened down. And even so, it was like really loud.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of rain.
It
Yeah.
was.
Oh, you've got the thinnest roof.
Oh, that'll be it. Yeah,
Mhm.
that probably doesn't help.
The thinnest roof.
Well, he's in the forward accommodation. It has a really
Oh.
thin roof. More like a camper than a
Yeah.
actual
Yeah.
ship.
So you
That's
do have,
encouraging if you ever took a heavy sea.
Sorry.
It's like that single sheet of aluminum.
It looks like a camper roof to me.
Yep. Well, I've seen some of the crew walking around on top of it while they were doing some other stuff earlier in
Yeah,
the
I'm
cruise.
sure
so
it's
like
sturdy,
it's got
but it's
some
like,
amount of strength to it.
You know, it's just not as thick
No.
as the rest of the ship.
No.
I have a comment here. Crickets are tasty when prepared the right way. The Mariners baseball stadium in Seattle serves them at the food court.
That's
Yeah,
where I
I've
ate
eaten
them.
there. Yep.
Is that where you
I
had
ate
them?
them?
That's where you had them, right?
Fascinating.
I got a bunch for me and my niece when I took her to her first game.
Where do they source these crickets?
I think they grow them.
They grow them themselves?
I think so.
And what did they taste like?
Popcorn.
Really?
It's just so
Kinda like
textury
popcorn,
that I don't like
They're very crunchy.
internalize taste at all. Like it's just like, and you just try and ignore the fact that they're crickets.
Especially if they're deep fried. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, there's not a distinct taste, it's just texture.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not talking to you.
No, I'm thinking about what, because that's, you always have good.
Because my thing is texture?
Yeah, because your thing is texture. So like, I've had crickets as well, but my overwhelming experience of crickets is their flavor, because they like the like little red crickets you get in Mexico
Yeah.
are really flavorful.
Right.
So I can't think of what their texture is at all.
The mouth feel.
Yeah, the mouthfeel.
I haven't eaten crickets, but I've bought them for my lizards.
Yeah, don't eat those ones.
Yeah.
Those
That's-
ones aren't for us.
Yeah.
So I'm
That's why I
hoping.
was like, where do you source crickets for human consumption? I don't know.
I think they need to be like farmed or sourced from
Like,
places
which
that
species
aren't.
is most delicious? Who knows?
Yeah.
These are important questions.
Maybe someone in the comments knows what the most flavorful cricket is.
So I'm hoping one of Belle's daughter's classes might be online, and if they're not too traumatized, maybe they can write in and tell us what they know about which one's the two truths and a lie
yeah.
from what Belle.
They're probably, oh,
It's like, oh, Mom.
I know. That's exactly what they're thinking about.
I think it's a parent's responsibility to embarrass their children.
Absolutely. We'll just see how many people are lined up at the gangplank waiting to meet Belle when we get in tomorrow. Gangplank should be going down at 1 o'clock, gentlemen.
There's a giant water bugs in Thailand, and they taste like green apple Jolly Ranchers.
Really?
Wow.
Are they like those like toe biter water bugs? There's a
the-
lot of different types of water
Just the
bugs.
fact that they're bugs, I would not touch it. Do not get cricket legs stuck in your teeth.
Oh, that does
Oh,
sound
yeah.
like
That does sound like a floss challenge.
Yeah.
And Megan, they're asking, what kind of lizard do you have?
I had a chameleon for a little while in college,
Cool.
and then I had a banded gecko. But then I switched to snakes. And
my
my
gosh.
sister still has my snake because snakes are not allowed in Hawaii. So she stayed home and she's living her best life with my sister.
What kind of snake is it, Megan?
Ball python.
I love ball python.
What
Yeah,
does it
she's-
eat?
Mice
Oh.
or rats, depending. But she likes mice better. She'd rather eat like 3 mice than 1 rat. She's a picky eater.
Another one of those.
Does she like sea cucumbers?
Yeah.
I don't think she's ever experienced a sea cucumber, but I doubt they have enough nutrition. They're mostly water.
Just the snack they can eat between meals.
Yeah, they look about as nutritious as a gummy candy. And most
Imagine
animals
if
down
sea
here don't
cucumbers did
actually.
have the mouthfeel of a
Yeah.
gummy bear. Oh man.
I feel like it'd be more like a popping boba.
Mm.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's-
like you bite into it, and it'll just like.
And that's why they're not extinct. If they were gummy bears, we'd be harvesting them.
I mean, some of the shallow water sea cucumbers are delicacies.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend who had a sea cucumber farm for a while.
Wow.
Like a farm
Like he
to a
farmed them.
commercial farm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a commercial
cool.
farm.
Did you try them?
I did not.
Oh,
I didn't
missed
know him when he was
opportunity.
doing this.
Where was he doing that? In Hawaii
On
somewhere? Or?
the East Coast.
Oh, wow.
And what does he do with the sea cucumber?
He sells them for food. So.
Mm.
There are different kinds than these.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, these deep sea ones are not particularly hardy when it comes to their consumable bits.
Are you, how's gauges? Were you?
Oh,
through
gauges
them?
were fine.
Okay.
Thanks for asking.
I have a vested interest in gauges.
Yeah, same actually. Yeah, the main comp is like super solid at 1.
Okay, perfect. That's great.
It's a funny thing, right? Because like, as long as it's just greater than 0,
You're fine.
you're fine. It can be just the slightest bit greater than 0. All it has to do is not change.
Yeah. I'll do some lateral sweeps here. I think I got a little heady. It's funny, we were talking about vertigo when you're up on cliffs, but I feel like I'm about to face plant into the sand.
Oh, really?
like I keep being like, oh, no.
Especially with the ship's heave. Yeah, it's like...
I think it's just the angle and the.
Oh, let's look at that.
Oh,
I think it's a bamboo coral.
yeah. Let's go down a little bit. Go for zoom video. Gone for zoom. First zoom of the day is not going well. Sorry.
Actually, it looks like it might be something else. I see that like
check
at
it
the
out.
top there's like a little hole. What is
Yeah.
that? What's going on?
There we go.
I'm gonna come in a little bit tighter. Yeah, what is that black thing on the very top?
Yeah. Oh, it's a primnoid. So the way I tell is by the polyps. So the polyps look like have these like little tiered ridges on it. And that's how you can tell the difference between
Oh,
a
I get it.
primnoid and a bamboo coral.
Well, I know that was not a great zoom, but are you alright with that zoom?
Yeah, go for it.
So Gabby, 2 truths and a lie. You have a PhD, so I know you are a doctor. And I gotta believe you always wanted to be a triceratops. So,
Yeah.
So what was your degree in if it's not engineering? Is that the right
Geography.
one? Ah, okay.
We do this. We talked about this on
Yeah.
a different watch.
Yeah, I have a geography undergraduate degree. I didn't switch to engineering till grad school.
Cool.
And I definitely, like, I wanted to be a triceratops ever since I saw Land Before Time. And because my parents are incredible, they never stomped on my dreams. Told me I didn't have the qualifications.
The qualifications to be a triceratops.
And they just let me grow out of it. After which I wanted to be a truck
You-
driver or an astronaut. And I actually think I managed to be both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's like driving a pickup truck across the seafloor, right?
Yeah, I really think like I couldn't have, there's no way I could have gotten a better combination of both.
Right.
Actually, I wanted to be an auto mechanic for a while in there too.
Mm-hmm.
And that like kind of fully triangulates
Yeah.
where I've ended up. So.
In terms of different things you're
You
doing at
definitely
different
do
times
get
of the
oil
day,
all over.
right?
Yeah. It's the Triceratops did not make it into my long-term plans, but it was a
But you
nice
could be one
fantasy.
for Halloween.
It's aspirational.
Yeah,
right?
it was. You got to be aspirational.
You're not done yet. There's
I
still.
I think about it all
You
the time.
never know what the future might have. You
Yeah,
just have to seize
totally.
the opportunity when
crazy
it
looking.
arises, right? You just have to be alive to those opportunities to become a Triceratops.
Yeah, I definitely like to think about it because like I like to think about how different my brain must have been at a time in my life when I desperately wanted to grow up to be a Triceratops. Like, what is it
And-
inside that? What is it like being inside that brain? Like, I can't quite remember how that worked. It was wonderful.
There's
I
a
wanted
comment.
to be a velociraptor.
Did you really?
Yeah.
There's a
I
comment
mean,
here
I just wanted
about
to
the.
bite things, I guess, which hasn't changed. So.
You know the comment that
Did
you
you
said
ever get to
earlier
bite
about
a
the
rock?
Triceratops?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Paleontol. What is it?
Paleontologist?
Yes. He wrote here, or she wrote here, Triceratops is still valid. However, there is some debate. Is an animal named Torosaurus is actually a longer-lived individual of Triceratops.
Oh, interesting. So
okay.
Triceratops and Torosaurus could be.
So you can still legitimately aspire to being a Triceratops.
Okay, cool. But velociraptors are the size of chickens. And they are trying to make them.
Wait, what?
They
Out
could
of
have-
chickens.
Just have a little baby
So Jurassic
velociraptor.
Park lied to me?
Yeah, it definitely did. And they're also covered in feathers.
Honestly,
All
All
Steven Spielberg thought the
dinosaurs have
feathers
now. It's so
Would
sad.
not be scary enough.
They're definitely not scary with feathers.
especially if they were the size of a chicken. It's just a chicken.
But to be fair, chickens can be a little scary.
I was going to say, yeah,
It's just a chicken.
a fast-moving chicken. That's,
How many components of a chicken do you need before it's just a
So-
chicken?
The way I hear it, they're
a
like
fast,
trying
vicious
to like
chicken.
recreate velociraptors basically out of chickens by suppressing various chickeny genes
Wow.
Incredible.
to get the velociraptor genes to show up. And it's kind of like they've already been warned. Like,
I feel like we've seen this movie and it
There's an
didn't go
entire
well.
Yeah.
franchise.
It's just 'cause they want to be able to have an episode of Velociraptor Hot Ones.
is that where the velociraptors eat the hot ones?
You just dab them with different spices. sauces.
Or we eat the velociraptors?
Yeah, exactly. You're
Oh,
going to
'cause they're
breed them, right?
chickens.
Yep. Battery farmed Velociraptors.
They should start selling velociraptor tenders instead.
Velociraptor.
But
That
it will,
would-
right? I think this is where it's all going to go wrong. They're going to start off with breeding the Velociraptors.
Yeah,
It's like something different from
kinda like-
chickens. And then they're going to go free range.
So like,
And that's where it's all going to... That's the movie plot line right there.
so they're allowed to do this if they've like really, really learned their lesson this time?
Sure.
I don't know.
Velociraptor 5. You can hear it.
Ooh,
Oh, that's a nice
so
one.
pretty.
The Benthidites.
What an amazing color.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna get a little more.
Megan, what type of
Go for
creature
Zoom
is this?
video.
It's grape flavored.
Purple flavor.
Yep, she's an engineer, all right.
This is a Benthidites.
Okay, you may have to give me more information.
It's a synolactid sea cucumber.
Okay,
Related to the same pink ones that we were saying. They're just a different species.
okay, okay.
But it
Sea
has a-
cucumber is good.
Sea cucumber.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I like its little fringe of like.
Grape flavor wasn't good enough.
I mean, a grape flavored sea
Benthiditis was too
cucumber.
much.
Oh, why?
I've got a very picky sweet spot about.
I see.
I gotta keep
Okay,
going.
it's time to keep going. Yeah. Keep
Gab-
up.
Gabby, someone is saying check out Detroit Dino on social media. It's never too late to be a Triceratops.
Okay, thank you.
Detroit Dino. Okay.
I know.
I appreciate being encouraged
As soon as we get off watch,
to
I'll
live
leave
my
that in.
dreams.
Were you on here for Halloween?
Yeah, we're all here.
Oh,
We're
wow.
on here. Yeah, I could be a Triceratops. Oh, that would be fun.
Get yourself a Triceratops onesie.
Yeah.
I bet they do.
I'm sure they
We
have
should all
that.
get onesies.
Oh my, well, you're going to be a velociraptor.
No, I'm getting nude. I mean
Oh, I know.
nudibranch.
Yeah, I know you. I've heard about yours.
Yeah.
I'll be a velociraptor if you
Maybe
be a
I'll-
triceratops.
I am happy to be a triceratops. I'm a vegetarian. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I wonder if triceratops are. Are they cold-blooded or warm-blooded dinosaurs? That would be interesting to know.
Oh, I don't know.
Weren't all dinosaurs cold-blooded?
But
No.
let's look at the little sponge.
No?
Fun
Yeah, we gotta
fact.
keep going.
I learned this
We gotta
from
keep
the
going.
David Attenborough Ancient Earth, I think,
Oh, okay.
which was excellent.
Yeah, that was a
Huh.
great. That was a great show.
It was really good. It was very
Are there-
soothing.
I wonder if there's
Yeah.
any warm-blooded modern-day reptiles.
I don't know, but birds are warm-blooded.
So are some sharks, right? Like great whites are warm-blooded. And
Are
mango
they
sharks?
really?
I think so.
Yeah, tunas are warm-blooded.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
I wish I was. I spend all my time off watch just sitting outside like an iguana, soaking up sun and just
I
snorting
wish I
sort out of my
was.
Yeah.
I know.
out of my left
I
nostril.
definitely had to
It's
full
like-
lizard on the hot
Yeah.
tub outside.
Yep.
I'm still stuck on eating velociraptor hot wings.
I feel like the
imagining,
marketing of that's really
Take a bite
good.
and you're like, tastes like chicken.
Everything tastes like chicken.
Monk. Alright, I'm getting over the...
Oh, we're getting probably closer to waypoint 2, hey?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ship is
Very
on
close.
waypoint 2.
Okay.
All right, when we finish this move, let's stop and get another rock.
Or do you want to do another move so that we are on waypoint 2 instead of the ship?
No, I think this is good enough.
Good
Good
enough?
enough for government work.
I mean, there are quite a few rocks to choose from here.
I know, and it might get flat at the top, and then there wouldn't be any, and that would be a shame. Better the rock in the basket than sand on the porch.
Alright.
It's a new
That is
proverb.
what the ancient proverb says.
It is, yeah.
Rock in the basket, sand in the bush.
Another
I
true
love
story on the
Rye's-
12 to 4.
Rye's chuckle is so funny.
Do I have a chuckle?
Yeah, you were just chuckling.
My
It's
grandma
silent.
was messaging me and she's like, your laugh sounds like your cousin's laugh. I was like, oh good, great, you can pick it out. We got the same laugh in my family.
Yeah. It's a good one. But you also have like sort of a quiet chuckle where your like shoulders vibrate.
It's like,
What's that pink thing?
That's my favorite
Where?
one.
It's like right on a rock?
are we
I
doing?
think it's a sea cucumber.
Just down there?
Yeah.
I got a second. I can.
Had a question. How far in advance of an expedition are you usually notified
Oh,
or
yeah,
offered the
cucumber.
opportunity to join in
Yeah.
an upcoming
You
expedition?
want to zoom?
Right now, I believe the science communication
off.
fellow application is
It's waving.
up for grabs. Just
Hi.
apply. Nautilus.live.gov.
So cute. All right.
Alright,
Good.
go wide video.
Go wide.
I think it's because it's.
There's a
What's this thing?
Dictyalis. It's a sponge. Sorry, Mary.
Alright. A little more ahead.
Okay.
Sorry, was that one particularly of interest?
We'll see another one.
Okay. If there's
Yeah,
anything
you had to be
is
moving,
just
so we figured you shouldn't stop if you're
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ship
Falling
is
behind.
stopped and Atalanta's finishing up the move.
Right.
So,
good.
once we settle out.
yeah. Then we can pick a rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nice angular ones here, so.
Just gonna get over. Where is the waypoint? Is it?
It's right underneath the ship.
Oh, okay.
The bow thruster is on it. Oh, there's a worm.
Where?
See the wiggle?
Oh, well, that's a cool one. Here, let's see that one.
It's It's probably swimma. Did you know that there is a genus called
Go for a
swimma
zoom video?
and one called floata?
No way.
So you just hiding behind the rock a little
Yeah, I think it landed on the
Mhm.
like right behind that rock. You won't be able to see it.
bit?
Very shy.
Okay, go wide video.
Go wide.
There is
Really?
a sponge on the right. If you
Uh,
wanted
it's
it.
cucumber,
Cucumber. Okay.
the same as the other pink cucumbers.
What do the cucumbers eat?
They eat the sediment, so they're basically little vacuum cleaners. They eat the sediment and they digest all the organic material and they poop out nice clean sediment. That's
Uh,
how you get your nice clean sand.
It's like
They-
a
They also have a very interesting relationship with corals in like shallow waters. So corals grow healthier where there's more cucumbers around because they filter all the bacteria and diseases and stuff out of the sediment in some places.
So a lot of time I'm actually watching upper, so if you guys see stuff that's
I think you're done with your Atalanta
Small.
moves, so
Cool.
we can find a place to sit down and pick
Mhm.
a rock.
sounds great. I'm just gonna get more lined up.
And Megan, if you want to do this rock too, that would be cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd love to.
The second time we'll go, feels better.
It'll probably
yeah,
feel much better.
It'll cement a little bit better.
Yeah, you started on hard mode with everything
Yeah.
doing. Alright, I will find a spot to sit down. Do you have any, you just think pick a rock, any rock?
Yep. And there's
Okay.
no bad place to settle down here. There should be rocks within reach everywhere.
Alright. Let's try.
And if it's okay with you, we'll do the exact same thing as last time. You do your thing. Just let me know if you need help with something. And I'll take over just for stowing.
I feel like
And you are
that
currently
one might
not
be a
live,
nice one.
so that means you get to press the blue button. So a thing to notice about this arm is I'm gonna pan over before you push the blue button so you can see something. You've probably already seen it just because you sit here. When you press the blue button, the arm's gonna jerk. Yeah, that's the right thing. If it doesn't do that, means that it's not turning on. Because when you push the blue button, you are opening the valve that allows high pressure to hit the arm. So the high pressure hits the arm and it just like, yeah. So before you press the blue button, I usually have the controller in my hand, the way I want to hold it. And then I have my hand on the trigger so that the trigger doesn't open, so that the gangly jaws don't open. And then press the blue button.
And
There you go.
if it's loose, I think that could be a perfectly good rock just there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and I can pan around and see if I can get you a little bit
It looks
better
like
view.
it's angular on the underside, and it's got some of that wrinkly texture on the outside that Adam was interested in earlier in
Can
the
you
cruise.
go a little bit of a zoom in? That's good right there.
Right here? Okay.
So a good, for this one, look in upper to get an additional view of just like what your joints are doing.
I was thinking that one. Please. Looks like it's loose, right?
Okay, which one did you want?
This one just here, please.
Okay.
Of course, we'll have to speak louder because now you've got the headset with the circus music in it.
Megan, can I give you a hint about how to hold that? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's better. Nice grab.
And give data a 12.
So you've halted, but not grip locked.
Right.
Okay.
What if I grip lock? I can
Yeah.
do that while I'm halted, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That counts. Are those okay pictures, or do you want some zoom?
These are fine, I think.
Okay.
This one's a little dark, though.
Okay. You can iris open a little bit.
All good.
All right.
Great, thank you.
Great. Cool.
Okay. Get yourself all tucked up in that position. And upper is probably the best way to watch yourself come around. Nice. Starboard box coming out. Are you ready for sample salvo?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to try bringing it into the frame and see what you can do, you haven't gotten really a chance to isolate the elbow joint yet, and that's probably the trickiest joint to isolate. And you need to be able to isolate it here. So before you azimuth any further, can you isolate this joint? You want to lift up with that joint.
Just like this. I see. All right.
Yeah. So and then you need to clear. Yeah, good job. Keep going. Just ignore that and keep, yeah, you have to isolate, you have to move through the elbow. Now keep your yaw the same way.
Okay.
Now, this is a little bit confusing, but pitch up. It's this up, yeah. Do you see how that works?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I think that's a cool one. You want more pitch up. Now, which box are we putting this in, Data?
We can go to, if it'll fit in one of the small ones, you can put it in any of the small ones. Or the forward one, the forward large one.
Let's put it, okay, so get your pitch all the way up. Nice, well done. Now you can straighten out your yaw. Good. Oh, there's that index. And pitch up again, because I think that's what you lost. Okay, so I'm going to box out a little bit more. So I'll just hold still for a second, okay, so that we can try and get this in one of the little ones. Do you want to try from here?
Sure.
Or do you, do you want me to guide you, or do you want to just go for it?
If you guide me a little bit, that'd be
Okay,
helpful.
sounds good. So your next move is going to be a yaw to the right. So that's this guy. Basically until you can see your jaws. Yeah, there you go. Stop there with your yaw. Yep, and now you can sort of start to bring your pitch down. But not your, that was your elbow. So elbow up. Yeah, there you go. Pitch down. Beautiful. Give yourself a little bit more space to open the jaws by yawing to the left a little bit. Because those jaws are going to open and they're just going to make a huge mess. Perfect. And now you can open your jaws. Beautiful job. Now
Nicely
close
done.
them
Nice
again.
job.
Yep. Just your jaws are locked open. There you go. No, elbow up. There you go. Beautiful. Yeah, now I would keep, yeah, exactly. You've got the jaws locked. That looks great. Now you're going to keep that pitch up. Keep pitching up as you azimuth out of there, because you've got to clear your, yeah, you just got to clear those push cores. And now you can azimuth out, and you should clear them. Beautiful job. That was awesome.
Thank you.
That was really, really good. Okay. And Data, you got which one that went into?
Yep, all good. Thank you.
And every time you do that, it gets more and more intuitive. Like the next time will be a quantum leap from this time. Are you ready for the dive special?
Yes.
And nice job getting the arm all tucked away to come back around. That was great. You see how that kind of gives you enough references that you can almost do it blind because you know exactly where the arm is except for azimuth.
That's it?
That's
it.
it.
That's a good position.
Yeah, that's a great stow. Anything else here, Science?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I can push the blue button?
You get to push the blue button, yeah.
Great.
Beautiful sample, Megan. That was awesome.
Thank you. I had so much fun with that.
Yeah,
That was
great.
perfect.
I'm so glad.
And now we have to ask the clone Megan, who's the navigator, to
Yeah.
put the sample number on the map.
Yeah. When you get back there, that's number 340. Megan, that's 340.
340.
Okay. Do we have everything we need here? For me
Yes,
to
thank
keep
you.
Moving?
Yeah, but I'm sad about this black camera. I'm going to do a quick...
I can switch it back.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Do you want me to put it back to the lower via the PC thing, or do you prefer a different?
Yeah, do whatever works.
Okay, sounds
I'm
good.
not quite sure why nothing's there right now.
Right.
So,
I'll get us a move.
sounds
Yeah.
great. I'm ready.
Bridge nav.
Okay, now you have.
We would like a 30-meter move, 085.
Is it still 085 if we're going to waypoint 3 now?
Oh, we'll do another 085 and then
Okay.
we'll head up. Because
Okay.
that's when the contours start to change.
Okay.
And I will measure that and be ready for the next one.
Thank you. This is actual intact rock lava flow now instead of just the
065.
fragments.
Yeah.
I have a question. Since both Herc and D2 are a similar system and both work with NOAA, do you share tech and designs, or are they independently ventures?
Well, all of us ROV operators do talk to each other, and a lot of us work on different vehicles, so there is an exchange of information, and we learn things from each other all the time. But D2 does run different software than we do here with Herc, so there's some major differences between the different platforms.
Do they have the same manipulators? D2?
No, they don't have this. They have an Orion on theirs instead of a craft arm.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have the workhorse Orion as our left arm.
Right.
So there's some similarities and differences.
Is that a fly trap on a dead something?
Yeah, you got it.
Nice. Thanks. Wait up. Sorry.
And
Okay.
are the core vehicles like
Thanks.
from the same commercial vendor? Do we know? Or are they hand-built
Well, we
vehicles?
can look at it now.
These types of science ROVs are usually custom. We customized pretty much everything for ourselves. The Deep Discoverer team, they do things a little bit
Go for Zoom
differently,
video?
and
Go for Zoom.
they also, I think, have a little bit more funding since it's a NOAA vehicle.
And this is a more recent vehicle, right? Than
Yeah, theirs is newer than Herc. Herc is 21. So,
Oh my gosh, Herc and I are the same age?
yeah.
You're
that's-
21.
I'm 21. Are y'all just finding that out now?
Yeah,
That's the reason why I had to do the immersion
I know.
We
I
finished.
thought it was like 20. Like,
I
yeah,
thought we
what?
finished the two truths and a lie thing.
Yeah.
21 again for another expedition?
Yeah, I'll be 21.
All right, go wide video.
Intern forever, baby.
Forever intern.
Sorry, Atlanta. I don't like how your tether
You should
is,
be.
so.
So bad on a leash.
Well, I just know when we're this stretched out, the tether doesn't behave nicely with the heave, so.
No.
Yeah, but you did great.
I was just, I get really paranoid about falling behind, but then I just zoom.
Yeah.
I think it's because Mary said squirrel.
Yeah.
It probably is.
Yeah, I felt very squirrel. Let's take a look. I don't want to go that way because there's a big old ledge.
Wonder how many helium-filled balloons it would take to lift Herc off the deck of the ship.
That's a
Ooh,
great
that'd
question.
be a
Oh,
lot.
yeah.
At least two.
At least two, yes.
Depends
How big are the balloons?
are. Yeah, yeah.
That's the question.
Helium-filled blimps.
What are the balloons filled with?
Just normal helium?
Yeah.
If it's just normal helium, then like, yeesh, you need a lot.
I'm coming back down a bit, sorry.
We could sneaky and use hydrothermal helium, which is more helium-3 than usual. Get even more lift for the same number of atoms.
It's like interesting. I'll just look at it. I'm not going down there, but it's a big like ledge over there.
Wow.
You can go that direction if you want.
No, you can't.
I'm confused.
Which way are you headed? What's your heading there? Right?
Oh, I'm just looking around here because
Yeah, I was just wondering.
Yeah, we've got to wait.
my heading
Is that, like, north?
50.
Okay.
050.
Okay,
So
that makes
So
sense.
we're going to change our heading up slope to 065.
yeah, so more.
To your right.
Yes, my other right,
Clockwise and in the positive direction.
the Megan direction.
Yeah, the Megan direction.
Yeah. Go for Megan.
All right, we're getting a little closer
Positive and negative makes it seems like it's good or bad. The Megan and Gabby directions are
here. Yeah.
always positive. Just just in different ways.
There's two kinds of front row. I was
And
going to be
that's-
like, then you know it's negative.
That's right. Let's hope it's still both positives in the by the end of the Palau leg as well. Forever front row friends.
Yeah, I love that.
Hello again.
We can look at the polyopagon.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see him last time.
Well, the bright orange does distract,
I'm gonna go for Zoom video.
Yep.
but the sponges need the love too. This is a really skinny one.
As long as they're not too yellow and brown.
What's that really tiny kind of green-brown thing just above that sponge?
Oh, the little schmutz?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a little
a little thing.
thing.
Sorry. Okay. Go wide video. I know you were already going wide, but
She's in our heads now.
yeah. I need to feel like I have some control.
Everybody's good. I'm
Reach
gonna
on this.
make a
Should we?
move 065.
Yeah.
Bridge nav. We would like a 30-meter move 065.
Alright, I'm gonna head in that direction because that's the direction I need to be.
Yeah, you can meander over there. See if there's anything good.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get more in front of you, Gabby.
Sounds good. Good job getting out of the cabbage.
And you could probably bring your heading around now if you want. I know it's not very different, but only
what's
if you
our
want.
new heading?
065.
Okay.
That way I'll be about centered on here.
Well, going back to the question we had earlier about what age is the seamount, it turns out that nobody's ever been able to collect rocks suitable for age dating, and so that's actually part of the rationale for why we're collecting the rocks on this dive to look into that. The appropriate tracer apparently is going to be looking at argon 40-39 ratios to look at just how old the system is.
What do you need to do dating? Like what composition of the rock?
So I think it's potassium 40 that decays to argon 40 with a certain half-life, and so getting the rocks, getting fluid inclusions in the minerals, I believe, you crush them open and release the argon gas, and then if you measure the amount of argon 40 compared to argon 39, you can see how much it's become enriched compared to atmospheric normal argon with its two isotopes. So you can get atoms of argon which have two different masses based on having one more or less neutron in its nucleus. And so by measuring the relative abundance of the two, it can tell you how many potassium 40 half-lives have elapsed since the rock was sealed in.
Cool.
Well, I should probably go fact check myself and make sure it is the potassium 40, not the potassium 39 that's doing the decay.
Ooh, there's a tiny star on the rock to the white. So small.
Go for zoom video. Yep. Pan over.
Is it the same star that we saw the other dive? Like a ravioli
Yeah, little
looking?
ravioli.
And what are they called?
Something.
They're called cookie
Oh,
stars.
okay.
So a more delicious form of food. I mean, unless you don't like cookies, in which case
Love
raviolis might
cookies.
be your most delicious
There we
form of food. It's so small.
Cute. Alright, a wide video.
We might want to collect one.
Do you want this one?
Yeah, that one would, I can stop the ship.
Okay.
Bridge now.
I think this will be has to be kind of a fast
Can we
collection.
hold position?
Because
I'm
Atalanta's going to do some
coming
swinging.
Down for
Yeah.
landing.
Is this a scrape and slurp?
Yeah, scrape and slurp. It should go right away.
Okay.
I cannot see it in my overhead, but hopefully if I just come down here, you're good.
I'm going to tip your camera down.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Oh yeah, okay, we should be close enough for that. Let me just try forward.
There we go. Perfect.
Alright, we are stick locked.
Can I have you work on getting the sample jars ready there?
Yeah, absolutely.
And Megan, where is this little star?
It is on the rock just up in front of you, right in front of your arm. There you
Right
go.
there, is that going to be too far?
I think we'll make it.
To the sample. Data, what sample jar is open?
They're all open. I can start with one.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta get a flush in there. Alright, let's go sample jar 1.
Okay.
And I am suctioned on. And I will bump it up.
Oh, there.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice job.
You see him in
That
the jar
took
yet?
almost
There he
forever.
is.
There he is.
Alright,
Okay, great.
perfect.
Nice.
Nice.
Let's go.
Okay, tilt down.
Good teamwork. Wow.
Buck it on.
341.
Okay, I'm
Yes,
gonna
3, 4,
scram
1.
here, and we can put that the rest of the way away in a few.
Yeah, are you good if I start
Yeah,
now?
go
Okay.
for it. Get out of dodge.
Yeah, let's go.
That was awesome. That was so fast.
That was
Rye.
super fast.
We've had lots of practice.
Yeah.
The little cookie stars at deep depths are still being described, and we've been finding new species. So wanted to make sure we made a good collection for Chrisma. There's
And
a
you've
little
got it back on
idiot.
flush.
Is that, sorry, what?
You got it back on flush.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
I'm gonna give you a DVL reset.
I'm going to clean up here.
Okay. If you need to tilt the camera a bit, you can.
I'll be okay.
I'll come up with it so you don't. You're good. Alright, nice. Yeah, just for the sake of my memory, can you actually just turn bucket cam on for a
Yeah,
second?
totally.
Check? I'm like 99.9% sure, but
Yeah, we're on flush.
there we go. Alright, that's better.
Is the ship still stopped?
Yeah, we're still stopped. I'll get us going again. Yeah, go ahead.
keep an eye on just where we are. And I can reach over and winch too. I'll just lateral around until we're... Let's find something, anything to look at. We're about 6 meters up.
There's a shrimp.
Oh yeah, little shrimp. All right. Our first victim. Let's go.
It's got something on it.
Yeah, go for zoom video.
Go for zoom.
Oh, and it's just this eye.
Oh, just its eye.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah.
It's
Oh,
got
there's
little-
antennal scales. Yeah, the little
Oh, it's
antenna.
got little...
Got little hairs.
Just trying
It just looked like it had a backpack. So sometimes these shrimp have little isopod backpacks.
Oh.
that's pretty cute.
Do you know what kind of shrimp this is?
It's a long-legged shrimp, the Nematocarcinus.
Are we, sorry, front row, are we in the middle of a ship move at the moment? Or
No,
are we
we are
between?
not. We
We're
are stopped.
I have
Um,
just double-checked something in the waypoint. If we hadn't found anywhere of high biological diversity, we were due to
Yeah.
fire a Niskin at each waypoint. So
So
we're not
when,
that far from waypoint 2.
when I spoke to Nat and Santiago,
Yep.
they were wanting to do, and Val, 4 in interesting areas and 2 in the water column
Oh, okay.
for eDNA.
Okay.
Um,
So I'll ignore the dive.
but Santiago was going to get back with more details about exactly when, and he hasn't. So I think probably nothing of interest yet, because I think he's watching in
Yeah,
and
I
out.
would probably wait on them.
Yeah.
It's going to get more interesting soon. Once we get out of this
Okay.
talus and onto more hard substrate.
Okay.
Just gonna sit here for a second.
I was just thinking, yeah, if we haven't found anything interesting by waypoint 3, let's plan to do something there for the deep half of the... So we've at least got
Yeah.
something representative of... Because
I
we're only going as far as waypoint 5, so...
I don't know if we'll get that much from a single Niskin at deep water, because
Especially when
it's
it's this
only a few
sparse.
liters, it's not very much life down here.
Okay,
So
let's keep moving.
yeah, I would say unless we hear from them otherwise, let's wait for something biodiverse, as we already have 4 for the bottom depths anyway.
Cool.
Seems like our shallowest depth is going to be 1750.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a pretty deep dive overall
Yeah,
then.
it's pretty deep. But, you know, if we make it to the top, we can always keep going. Because there's a lot more seamount left.
Goes all the way to 50 meters apparently here.
Yeah,
So
well,
that
we
will
know
totally
we can't go
freak
to
people
50.
out.
Eh?
Yeah, exactly. But we also know we only have 12 hours total.
Yeah.
So-
We might be cutting the dive short
We're doing great.
a little bit, just so that we have enough time to get sorted before coming into port. But
Yeah.
that will be discussion, I think, as we get closer to the mid-dive.
Mm-hmm. Not something for this watch to worry about.
All right.
All
Are
right,
we
you ready for a ship
another?
move?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Bridge now. We'd like to move 30 meters, 065.
People are asking about what is Niskin?
So a Niskin is a way to sample water, and so you sometimes have them on vehicles, and you sometimes have them on a rosette that gets sent down on a wire. So that's like a big frame. It's essentially a hollow tube, and on either end of it is a lid and a base that snaps shut. So you constantly have water that is being replaced in this hollow tube whenever you're moving through the dive or up and down in the water. And then when you want to take a sample from that region, you like
Can you
pull a
zoom in
trigger
right there?
and it snaps the seals on both
See that
ends.
little pink
And so
circle?
that water that's within the tube is
Oh,
what
I see.
you
So
take back
just
up to the
your
surface
left,
with you.
There's
Yeah,
a,
yeah.
on
So
the
it's
rock,
like a
there's pink
snapshot
circle.
water sample from a specific depth or
zoom
location
video?
or interesting area of biodiversity. And on this cruise, the things we're looking at with the water coming from the Niskins is eDNA. So that's genetic material that's been shed by all the life forms that are present in these locations, and then
This is a
also
little cup
nutrients
coral.
to see what else is there providing providing energy
Alright,
and
go wide video.
resources in the water for them.
Okay. What was that? Do you know what it was, Megan?
It was a cup coral.
Oh my god, some steep stuff here.
Got another question. Are starfish edible?
I mean,
I don't think anyone has
guess.
done it.
They're just not really something that people eat. There's wouldn't be very enjoyable. But there's a round sponge.
Where?
I also see
It's
nothing.
like coming mid.
Just there?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, I see.
It's on the rock.
It's like one of those like, where's Waldo problems.
That
Yeah.
really nails it down.
Exactly.
Go for zoom video.
Go.
Now, if you could get the sponges to wear red and white jerseys, maybe we'd have a hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's a bolosoma. See, it has that osculum, the hole at the top, and then there's a hole at the front, and it's on a stalk.
There's also a tiny, tiny,
go
tiny
wide
coral or something on the rock
I
next
think
to
it was a foraminifera. A little super small branchy thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like hanging upside down. Yeah, so Santiago has just confirmed we should use 2 during this watch if possible, but where there's an abundance of life, something interesting. So I'm not sure we're going to see that much abundance, but
Yeah,
We should
we
find
haven't
the
seen
Niskins
much
here
right
in the
now.
van.
yeah.
Is that just a dead?
Dead sponge.
Yeah, okay.
Is that a holothurin there?
Yep.
Have we seen those?
Yeah,
so
we've
far?
seen a bunch of them. A lot of these pink ones.
I think it's the same one, just following us along.
Yeah.
Kind of shooting up behind, and then like just as soon as we're not looking the other way, it just drops down on a rock and just sits there still.
That's what I thought about the molas when we kept seeing them. Is it the same one? Is it just following us?
If you zoom in, you can see it like it's out of breath going.
That's more like tuna behavior. You just follow.
It is surprising that we saw so many molars on that one dive and never on any other dives.
Are you doing gauges right now? Okay.
Yeah, which one dive? That was the one that was very close to the shore of Ta'u. Is that right?
I don't remember.
When we
It
saw
was
the
a while
mola
ago.
mola?
Before we went to Valulu.
Before we went out into the wide blue yonder.
There's a shrimp good
Yeah.
across the top of upper.
Where is he?
Oh, it's in the water. Yeah. This is an aristeid shrimp.
It's really pretty.
Go for
Yeah.
zoom video.
Go for zoom.
I love the way they move their pleopods. These ones have really large antennal scales, those like big wings.
It has a really, really long
Straight for us.
antenna as well. Or whatever that trail is.
Hi, buddy.
No.
Yeah, they have really long antennae.
All right, that's wide video. Yep. Right.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
That mantis shrimp yesterday was really cool.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that one's definitely winning on top animals for me.
Yeah.
That was cool.
We've got a.
Oh, it
Oh, when
was
you
right
went
when
to
you
the
left.
restroom.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
I
was cool.
forgot. Oh, yeah. It better. It was really cool.
It was bright pink. Oh, we gotta tell Jamie so she can add it to her pink animal collection.
Yeah.
That was yesterday, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
yesterday during meal relief, so it was like the little window, but oh man.
Alright. There you go, we got something.
It was a regadrella.
Yeah.
If you look down inside it, there might be a shrimp in there.
Alright, what are we? We're still moving though. I gotta get going a little bit here.
It looks like there's shrimp in there.
Yeah, sorry.
I just realized the fact that we do meal relief means that we're the only watch that finishes our watch for this cruise and has to come back for an encore.
True.
Back by popular demand of 5 o'clock.
So this isn't like our last
No,
watch.
exactly.
Yeah.
I come back for our greatest hits thing.
Right.
Everyone,
Bouncing broccoli,
let
fighting potato bears.
We'll come back to just tie a
Songs of the
bow
Mesobat.
line in the
Songs of the
tether.
Mesobat. That's right.
Sounds a bit bad.
this is what we've been rehearsing for all cruise, everyone.
Oh yeah, Rye, how did your playlist come along?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to link it later. I think Jamie maybe started one too, so I gotta figure that out. But yeah, if anybody in this room hasn't sent me music yet, I definitely have not been sent everybody's worth of music. So do better. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
I'm gonna give you a DVL reset.
That would be amazing. Well, it'd be nice if there was a sponge I could look down now.
Yeah.
Now that I'm like...
That's the balance.
Yeah. Over there.
I have a question here. So what was the part that was broken on the jaw yesterday, and could you kind of describe the jaw mechanicals?
Yes, we can. So the jaws consist of 2 halves, and they are fixed by 2 bolts, and on either side, and I can actually bring it out so you can see.
Oh.
So there's 2 bolts on either side of that sticker, right? And that's what the jaw pivots around when it opens and closes. And the way it opens and closes is there's a ram right in the center, a hydraulic ram, that pushes the teeth, up the jaws apart and then pulls them back together as it extends and retracts. Now, on the end of that ram is a little H-shaped fitting that actually the jaws lock into. And that H-shaped fitting broke off because that happens sometimes, just when you're using the jaws really hard. Such a standard thing to have fail that we have many spares of it, especially on these cruises where we're breaking rocks off. So that's what broke. So we just put a new H fitting called the yoke into the jaws, which means the two halves of the jaws are now again connected to the ram that goes in and out.
Go for
And
Zoom video. Go on.
everything can work again.
Thank you.
A little tiny anemone.
So it's not a cup call.
Nope. So you can tell because if you look in the middle, how it seems really translucent.
Yeah.
A cup coral has that hard part in the middle, so it'll look like
So
more
it looks
opaque.
hard. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll
Oh,
have
why
like
would it?
little like bony pieces that stick up between the tentacles.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting out.
Bridge now. Yeah, we'd like a 30-meter move, 065.
If you need more jam, turn your joy gain up.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like when it's so zippy forward.
Yeah. One day you will need it to zip.
Yeah. No. I trust that. But right now I'm doing a lot of running into the
Yeah, totally.
ground, and I don't know if I want to do that even faster. I think I just need to get used to these being like disproportionately, like I need to pull up more than I am
Yes.
going forward.
There's a little something in the sand over there.
But yeah, we got a moment.
That was an awesome explanation. I didn't think I'd get a demonstration. That's awesome. Thank you.
Go for Zoom video. Go for Zoom. What is that?
It's a little anemone.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
Okay, go wide video.
Okay, shallowing out a bit.
crinoid.
Yep, nice crinoid there.
Got one.
We've got more than one. You seem to be pretty on it with your IDs.
Anything that has two names I can't do.
That's fair.
Which is weird coming from you.
Because I got 4 names. I'm using up all my processing power to remember my own names. So. And my own phone number. That's it. That's all the space I got.
Got a question. How old do you think this area is? And do you think that plucking a rock off of this side would be best for dating?
Yeah, it's an open question of what age this seamount is. I've been doing some reading up on it. They think it may actually be contributed to from 2 different sets of hotspots and 2 different sets of lavas, and so it may be coming from the same hotspot activity that's currently fueling the Vailulu'u seamount, but this is sufficiently far west, it may have come from something else during the history of the Pacific Ocean. So that's why they want to, that's why we're collecting rocks at each of the waypoints today. We're doing more rock covering than usual so that we can do argon-argon dating on these systems. And I also fact-checked myself. I was right, it is potassium-40 that decays to argon-40. And so the argon-argon dating method goes after that. The half-life of the potassium-40 is actually 1,000 million years, so we thought of millions of years was a long time. So that opens up the ability to look into deep time
Sure. Should I
similar
make it
to the
shorter
age
this
of the
time?
entire Pacific Ocean, which is about 100 million years.
20 meters?
Yeah, 220.
Thank you.
Bridge now.
That big rock up there.
Remember about the cabbage.
I know, I'm trying to,
I'm just gonna start saying cabbage every once in a while.
Yeah. I just wanted to get not, so I was having to drive this
Yeah.
way against the wall. But
Totally.
yeah,
Oh, these pillows are so
I will
weird.
get over now.
I love it.
I
That
kind
one
of
looks
hoped
like
when
an
we got to this,
octopus.
I kind of hoped there'd
is
be a lot
it?
more life when we got to this top of
Oh.
this. That
No,
cliff,
no, just the
but
rock.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't seem like there is more life.
Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
Let's keep
Yeah, this is
onward and
kinda
upward.
interesting. Well, you know, this feature that we're going up is in the lee of a geo, and so it's probably not getting as much current as if we were on the windward side, where there's acceleration over.
Okay.
And so that could be your explanation as to why we're not seeing as much life as we did in some of the other places where we targeted the northern or southern ridges.
Right.
Is it okay if I go off in this area?
We're still pretty
There's a
deep
fish.
even compared to some of the
I
other
would
deeper seamounts.
it's
So.
going
Stay
down
on
to the
top,
right.
I guess, even though it sets you off in the cabbage. We
Yeah.
can,
Oh, that's
we
a
can
big
move
fish?
in a different
There's a
direction
little
if
fish.
necessary.
Oh no, wait, it's a rock. Wait, where's the fish?
It's coming down on the right-hand lower right.
Oh,
Hey,
I see.
Megan, what
Yeah.
if we, like, the direction of the move is going to just take us off this cliff. What if we change it?
Sure, we can change it which way we want to go.
You want to stop the
want-
one we got in first?
Sure. Bridge now.
We were doing 065, right?
We
Can
were
we
doing
hold position?
065.
See if we did an
Maybe closer to
080 or
090 or
something? Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
If you
090.
If you rotate Herc a little to the right, so
Yeah.
we're looking up,
Let's
direct
find
uphill, what
a-
would that heading be?
A good Herc heading.
Yeah.
Do you want to look at this fish?
Yeah. Oh, it's a halosaur. But if you zoom, you might be able to
Go
see
for
the
zoom video?
nose. Because it's facing just the right way. You see the little jelly nose? I don't see any scales on that nose, so that makes
Oh,
this one
cute.
Aldrovandia. Hello.
It's coming so close. Hello.
Oh, just realized I was holding my breath.
Breathe, right?
All right. Go wide video. I just don't want to end up on
Oh,
this
there's
cliff.
a cheetah nap too.
We are
Let me see
wide.
it.
So
Oh,
let's
perfect.
rotate right with Herc
Yeah.
and get a
Oh,
good
oh,
heading.
All right. So what's our heading now? Gonna be
Well, I
Well,
was
we're
asking
going to
We're
wait
gonna
you.
use
You're going to
you.
rotate
Oh,
right,
I
and you're
see.
going to tell us what looks like a
Sorry,
good
I'm
heading.
just off looking at fish.
So
My
that's not a
guess
bad
is
looking
gonna.
heading. What's that?
that looks like down.
What
So we actually can use Atalanta pretty effectively. So Atalanta currently has.
You have a
Let me get. I have this guess. I have this guess that we want like 090 or something like
Mhm.
that. So let
Okay.
me.
What's your heading at the moment, Ryan?
I'm gonna set up
Mine
090
is
and see how it goes.
165 right now.
Okay,
Uh,
so that's a deceiver.
so if we put Atalanta at 090,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like the rise is like directly in front of us, but yes.
On the sonar.
Okay.
Yeah.
090 sounds good to
And
me.
are you on 090 now, Gabby?
I am on 090
With
now,
Atalanta? Yeah,
and that makes the sonar look
that
pretty
looks good. Yeah.
And if it doesn't work for Herc, we can stop and try again.
Yeah,
Yep.
here, I'll get that heading. Try to
Bridge now.
emphasize.
We would like to move 20 meters 090.
Yeah.
That's the way the ship is facing too, so we'll just all go in the same direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here, maybe across this it goes up. That is 090 for me.
Okay, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. It looks
Okay.
like it will start to go up.
Okay, are you okay if I go across this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Gonna reset your
Dip
DBL.
here? I'd like to be more out in front of you.
And then it starts coming right up. Perfect.
That's great.
It's just a bit wavy.
Yeah.
I think what we're seeing is that there's like a little bit of
Yeah.
a bump.
Just a little valley.
Okay. Don't go too much further than that.
How's Maine? Is it still holding at 1?
What's that?
Is Maine still holding at 1? Ish?
It was 20 minutes ago.
Oh, I was asking from your last gauge check.
Yeah, it's up.
Nice. Thank you.
Got a question here.
Mm-hmm.
How does Santa keep track of the bad sea creatures? He puts them on the Nautilus.
Ah.
Clever.
That's a good one.
Okay, I can match that. Why does the ocean roar? What would you do if you had squat lobsters all over your bottom? Thank one brought to you from the courtesy of Muppet Treasure Island.
Did they use squat lobsters?
No, air crabs.
Fair. Oh, there's a floaty purple thing.
Oh yeah, there's a Basazetus.
Where?
It's right off to your right. If you look, you just come up a little bit. Now it's in front of you.
Is this the thing that was swimming?
No, no, there's a fish in front of you.
Yeah. He's gone now, though, isn't he?
No, it's still there.
Straight
It's still in
ahead.
front, straight ahead.
Oh.
Right at the edge of upper though.
You can see it in upper.
Oh. All right, let's go.
It was a cuskeel.
Is he there anymore?
I don't see him anymore.
Alright. He's kind of pink, though, isn't he?
Kind of silvery.
The other pink.
The other pink, yes.
I think I might have become hypnotized by the green lasers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Staring
I've
into
had
their
that a couple
eyes too
times.
long.
Staring.
Like a cat.
What's that like when you get hypnotized by someone's tail lights in front of you? You're like driving, not staring at the road,
Yeah.
you're
Wait,
just staring at
Nav?
tail lights.
We would like a 20-meter move, 090.
This is good pacing, Nav. We're not getting too laid back.
Yeah.
Still making progress.
We want to get into the cool stuff. There's got to be
Yeah.
some more cool stuff.
What's that? Is that another football? Go for zoom video, just for a sec.
Going for zoom.
Oh, yeah, it's a mega mouth tunicate. Sometimes they have like other animals living
Alright, go
inside
wide
them,
video.
like polychaetes or amphipods.
I think I'll put number 12 and number 4 on the squat lobster jerseys for this
Oh,
illustration.
that'll be so cute.
rock.
Anything on the rock? Boop. Another sea cucumber?
Yep. Bridge nav. We'd like 20 meters 090. There's a little white thing on that rock.
Yeah, what's that?
Let's take a look.
For Zoom video?
Oh, it's a little
It's a
scallop.
Oh, wow.
I think that's the first
That's
one
something
we've
different.
seen.
Yeah,
And it was open until we
it
looked
was.
at
It
it.
closed up
It's
just as
what
we
we
got
were
close.
looking at the last watch change.
Oh. Okay, go wide video.
So I wonder if it did sense us, like a pressure wave or something.
Oh, probably.
Something made it close up.
Or the sound. Or the light.
You
Yeah,
think
what
it
was that sound,
can
Gabby?
it sense? Can a clam sense light?
Scallops can.
Vibration? Yeah.
They've
Which
got little
sound?
eyes.
That's the one.
If you could just keep that up.
And the vibration, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure
It's
about
It's pretty
that part,
soothing to me.
It's probably the yeah.
That's
I
how
think
you
the
know
water
it's
sound is
working.
probably sending out
Yeah.
enough vibration into the water that
Yeah.
they can sense that.
Yeah, sound travels super well underwater.
Do
So
not those scallops have eyes?
Yeah.
Sure,
I
yeah.
would
Yeah,
love
they've got
to.
like little
Or
photo
little
sensors
light,
like
right?
along
Not,
there.
right. Not necessarily
Mental.
image generating eyes,
Right.
but just they can detect intensity of light.
Yeah, yeah.
We used to have a ton of swimming scallops in the labs this past spring, and they would shoot water out if they could sense someone passing by because they
Oh,
couldn't
wow.
detect the light.
Oh, that's fun.
So you would just be like looking down in the tank trying to do maintenance, and then you get like water
You
shot
get
into your eyeball.
squirt.
and they definitely respond if you're scuba diving near scallops.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't like it. They will swim away from you.
Yeah, they will
Um,
actively.
Yeah. It's very satisfying to watch them.
Their eyes are very pretty too.
Yeah,
if
their
you
eyes
take
are.
a look along the rim of their shell. But yeah, I've got water on my phone, water on my iPad, water on my everything.
Marine life is kind of mean to you, it turns out.
Oh yeah.
That's why she takes it out on the crickets. She'll bite back against them.
Eat the crickets.
hmm
And Megan, I'll tell you the same thing. If you feel like you need more ups, you're only at 50% joy gain right now,
Okay.
so you can always turn up the jam.
All right.
1 hour left.
But that's really for only if you are starting to fall behind.
Yeah.
And it looks like you're not anymore, so. What's that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Not all the beads. So in this scenario, you don't want to drive out to the end of, just because we've got these big heaves coming in, you
Yeah.
want to not drive out to the end of the tether. You want to stay kind of back, not all the way back, but like keep it sort of middle ground is what you're looking for.
Okay.
Because if you stretch the tether out so that it's a diagonal, that's when it can flop over the top of Atalanta.
I
So you
see.
want this nice like down and then up so that you've got this accordion that can stretch out with the big heaves. and this
cute.
move's coming to an end. I'll let Atalanta drift just a little bit and put another one in.
Okay.
Front row, are you guys all cool in the new musical seats? Good?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that a dead sponge or
Yeah,
something?
go for sail.
Yep. The shape kind of reminds me of a toilet bowl.
Hmm.
Oh, I thought there might be something in there, but I don't see anything. All right, we can zoom out.
Bless you.
Ooh, there's a nice one.
Big anemone coming up.
Yeah, this is the Actinostola. Alright. Go for
How long
zoom.
of moves have you been doing, Megan?
I've been doing 20 meters.
Okay.
A little bit better.
Bridge, nav.
You've gone very quiet, Megan. Could you adjust your microphone position sometime
Sure. I mean, it's really close to
when you're not driving?
my mouth.
Can I get another move? 20 meters. Yep, 20 meters, 090.
Very nice. All right. You can zoom out.
Nice.
Chris German, how do you want, we've been doing these 090 moves, which aren't exactly going to get us to waypoint 3, but they are sort of still, they still seem like the
They're
right
still
thing
working,
given the
right?
terrain.
Yeah, if I look at those contours, we're going to, I would say we can go half another grid square and then start heading towards waypoint 3.
Okay, cool. That sounds good to me.
Yeah. There might just be like 3 contours lines ahead. There might be a bit of a terrace.
Yep, okay. It's pretty hard to tell with those
Yeah,
blinds
yeah.
being the way that they are.
But it does seem like somewhere between here and there, the contours, instead of being north-south, are going to rotate round to being northwest-southeast.
Yeah,
So I think when the contours do that for us, then that'll be the time for us to turn, so we can
okay.
maybe pick that from the Atalanta sonar. But right now, it
Okay.
straight ahead looks like the way to go, right?
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Nice job, Megan.
So the laser that's on from one point to the other is 10 centimeter. Someone's asking about this.
Yeah, yeah. It's how we can gauge size.
Mm. Got a question. Did you already come across methane gas seep?
So this isn't the regions we've been in for this trip is primarily a CO2 dominated system. So it's mostly volcanic origin and it's CO2 from from magma, basically. And methane in deep ocean is primarily biological production, and so you often have warm and microbial activity, and that together
Nice job keeping
results
yourself
in
centered on it, too.
in hydrothermal systems. You'll have a biological origin, and we do have some methane that's been detected, but it's probably, again, it's probably a biological source, and there is some non-biological methane production in some regions, but I wouldn't be able to say from this system that that is the case here without having, some more evidence, looking through some of the other gas data we've collected, looking through where the two ratios of the gases, like how they change with temperature and what sites they were both found in. And the methane that we've detected is very minimal as well. So it's probably not a major contribution to any of the hydrothermal emissions that we have. And also it's probably too early to say for sure whether that's a real signal or whether there's some sort of cross-sensitivity and we're actually detecting another gas that appears like methane in the sensors. So the main gas we've been targeting in these dives is carbon dioxide, not methane. But with potentially maybe a small amount of methane, but not yet clear.
Thank you.
Oh, rocks.
Bonk.
Bonk.
It's pretty steep.
Yeah, it is. Watch your cabbage, too.
Yeah.
The move is complete. I'll let Atalanta drift in a few more again.
So we did have the original request that, well, sort of request, maybe suggestion that we try to take 2 neskins during this dive.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't seen any highly biological regions that would be good candidates yet.
Nope.
But I guess we should keep an eye out for something in case we do find one.
Yeah. If not, I think at the watch handover we'll recommend that they do something if we're at waypoint 3.
Yeah.
Just so they've got something representative of what's in the deep water,
Yeah.
even if we can't see it.
Well, Annette and Santiago will be joining for that watch.
Yes.
So they'll probably have stronger opinions on what they do.
And it's going to be them that work with the samples, so
yeah, and
makes
they'll
sense
have
that
a
they
feel.
get more selection. I mean, probably won't have gone too far, and we won't have gone past too much of the exciting life at
Yeah.
current rates of progress.
I think we can keep moving, Gabby.
Okay.
We've got about 45
Bridge
minutes
nav.
left on this
Yep.
watch.
Yeah.
Really? Cool.
Can I get another move 20 meters at 090?
But we will, in just a few moves, have the chance of getting excited about a change of heading.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And we have this potential plateau followed by potential steep gradient, or maybe just weird rendering of bathymetry.
Yep.
But that might have something.
That next plateau might just be getting deep enough, shallow enough to
Yeah.
offer promise. It's probably just 1 or 2 moves ahead.
Yeah. I can't believe how many dives we've done this trip in such few days.
It felt like it really accelerated in the second half of the cruise. It was
Yes.
I was talking to the captain this morning. It was hard to remember this was the same cruise when we were worried about weather. We were
Yeah.
hiding behind islands, and were we even going to get any dives and get to deploy our robots at all? I also heard a net telling Derek that I think they were approaching 245 eDNA samples.
Yep, 200, yeah, around that.
Yeah.
You were on the previous expedition?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, I was just watching from shore and thinking that looks
yeah.
like pretty rough weather. They're not having much fun.
Yeah, they lost a lot of days.
I guess it's the difference between end of winter and start of spring. And
Is Mesabot more vulnerable to, does it have a more narrow range of weather conditions it can be launched, or is it pretty robust?
I suspect that might be something they don't know yet, just because they haven't done as many dives, and Sentry's benefited from 700 and something dives.
743.
And
Wow.
I think Mesabot is still in the tens of dives. And so this probably is the bounciest weather they've used Mesabot in to date.
Yep.
So they were probably still learning. And from first looking at it, it looks pretty similar in profile to Sentry,
Okay.
which also means it's a bit of a slippery fish if you're trying to get hold of it.
Yeah, it's like a big
Yeah.
squished
So,
egg.
Slippery
and
fish.
Sentry definitely over the 20 years I've been sailing with it, they've been getting more and more sophisticated about the whole landing system and launching system and the cradle that it goes into and how to like lock it down. So I suspect with Mesabot they haven't had as many launches and recoveries to, although they've probably watched what Sentry does, the fact that it's the second vehicle that's that kind of slippery shape. The Sentry's predecessor, Abe, looked actually more like the Starship Enterprise from Star Trek.
Oh,
Like
cool.
3 big pods and metal struts. There were lots of things you could put a rope around and stray lines, and
Okay.
you could grab hold of that really quite easily once it was out of the water, or even when it was in the water, because it was like
Yeah.
had lots of like bare metal bars that were pretty strong that you could hack,
Can
Is,
attach a hook too.
which meant it was great at moving slowly over the seafloor and doing complex maneuvers like this, but it really had a lot of drag on it, so it used its
Right.
battery power.
What's the yellow thing on this rock?
I think it's just like some alteration.
iron
but
staining,
we
maybe?
can
Maybe.
go and zoom
Let's
it.
take a look.
I'll zoom in.
It's definitely different to some of the surrounding rocks. It does look like it's,
Been
In the
scraped
rock?
some, huh?
and then there's another little
There's a
sort of
little thing
flake.
up top here, yeah.
Yeah, it
See
feels
that
like it's had
little-
bits knocked off it. There have been dredges in this region, so.
Yeah. And it's a reasonably, it could have rolled. It's a pretty big rock.
Mhm.
Do you want a sample of it? Or
No.
too awkward?
Too awkward, and I suspect any of the rocks might be, if you scraped them, they would also have that
Yeah,
orange
maybe.
layer one down, so the rocks we already have may well have the same thing.
Yep.
Look at that
Oh,
little
there's a little
mice.
shrimp there, huh?
Yeah. All right, we can zoom out.
Zoom it out.
We have 2 questions. How come you guys don't kind of make zigzags across an area in order to maximize